Tonight, 3 sexual assault survivors from Detroit have answers decades after their assaults. But the question is, are there more out there?
Prosecutors say the suspect's DNA was sitting in evidence the entire time. Now, we don't typically show booking photos, but we are showing you Akita Dudley's because investigators believe he may have targeted more women.
7 News Detroit reporter Demetrio Sanders is digging into the issue of backlogged DNA that's left sexual assault suspects, including Dudley, on the loose for decades.
And he's also speaking with a survivor, sharing her journey after her sexual assault kit went untested for years.
Those I spoke to say they are glad that the tested rape kits are delivering some form of justice, but for survivors, this is likely just a piece of their healing process.
Arraigned on Wednesday was this man, 51-year-old Akita Dudley, who faces 3 counts of criminal sexual conduct among other charges. He's accused of 3 sexual assaults in Detroit, one in June 1997 involving a 30-year-old woman near Grand River in West Warren, another at a bus stop near Livernois and Finkel in September of 1997 where the victim was 16, the third incident happening in 2004 near Finkel in Wyoming involving an 18-year-old. In each case, a sexual assault kit was taken at the time, but was never sent for testing.
It really resonated with us. It seemed outrageous.
Carolyn Casson is the president and CEO of Michigan Women Forward. In 2009, 11,000 untested rape kits were found inside of a Detroit warehouse. The overwhelming majority of them were from women. The 3 cases in which Dudley is now charged were among those untested kits.
They had gone to the trouble of going, to an emergency room, getting the tests done. And then those tests got locked up because they said they didn't have the money.
This causing organizations like hers to raise funds to help Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy get the kits tested.
We raised about $1.5 million to get the kits tested, and then went with her to the state to get another $10 million allocated. And this was enough to test every single one of those 11,000 rape kits.
One of the people who had their kit processed was Deborah Wright, who was abducted and raped while walking to a bus stop on Detroit's west side in 1991.
He ran up behind me, put a gun to my head, and drugged me into an abandoned house and sexual assaulted me.
It wasn't until 26 years later that her attacker would be convicted and sentenced to prison.
I never thought that crime was going to be solved, ever. How many times did I go to a lineup and couldn't even pick them out? But the DNA didn't lie.
Although she was glad to have answers, Wright says seeing the case in court did open old wounds.
When that drawer opened up, I couldn't close it back.
And Wright hopes the community wraps their arms around the 3 women Dudley is accused of assaulting.
They need everyday encouragement from whoever their family is.
Demetrio Sanders, 7 News Detroit.